So, good morning, everyone. Today, we will address the 21st century issues in regards to the ethics of communication together with my group mates, namely Generose, Richelle, Mary Rose, and Athena. Our objectives are to answer the question of how to address the following rampant communication issues as a student who knows the ethical standards of communication and also to know how they can be minimized or eradicated using the ethics of communication. So the first issues is the cancel culture. So in which it is about the mass withdrawal of support from the public for celebrities who have done anything that is not accepted by the people. So it is usually done on social media platforms like the widespread of canceling idols in the K-pop industry of South Korea, where mostly netizens tend to bully or cancel the accused idols because of the circulating scandal they have been accused of, even if they are still in the process of investigation. So as a result, this type of situation is not ideal, particularly for students who look up to them, and to minimize this, we need to use the ethics of communication. Number two, considering the feelings of receiver, which is the accused bully, whose guilt is not proven yet. Another ethics of communication is acknowledging the source of ideas and information if it is the correct data circulating. Moreover, in speaking the truth, people should investigate and do research first before canceling people whose careers might be gone within a minute. So, I will give the next floor to Miss Generose Prieto.
So, good morning, everyone. So, I am going to report the stereotyping. So, stereotyping, it is a widely held, simplified, and essentialist beliefs about a specific group. So, in a simple word, to believe unfairly that that the people of things with a particular characteristic are the same. Like for example, the act of one person, we judge them by a group in which it's not kanang good because we should not judge anyone like for example sa kanang iyahalang sa usa lang ka act. Then there are examples of stereotyping. In gender stereotyping is we say that girls should play toys or dolls, then boys should definitely play trucks, cars, and balls, but it's not. And also, in color, boys should directly like the color green, red, blue, and the girls should definitely like the red and pink. But it's not, because I have so many relatives that likes relatives that mga laki nga ganahan sila og pink nga kanang color, in which dili bitaw si dili mag-define sa ilahang kanang gender ang kuan. So we should not allow the gender stereotyping because it can affect the lives of others. So next.
Good morning, everyone. I will continue the reporting. Next slide, please. So, gender bias is the tendency to prefer one gender over another. So, there are various ways in addressing gender bias using the ethical standards of communication. First is treating everyone with respect and consideration. So, it means, for example, granting equal respect to both men and women. Next is communicate openly and thoughtfully with others and be considerate of the multitude of views and opinions that are different than your own. Then be respectful and mindful in your critique of ideas and always speak the truth. Then when you are communicating, you should include all the people in general preferences by using gender neutral words and phrases and base communication on pertinent health use on a gender. For example, choosing words carefully when making comparison and use gender neutral phrases and always check for gender assumptions. So through this way we can eradicate or minimize the gender biases. That's all.
Good morning, everyone. So, let me share the one of the environment issues, which is gossip. So gossip is an act of any talk about someone who isn't present in the area. It's usually making a moral judgment of them. So gossiping is a social skill that people acquire when interacting. So we can get information, but from by doing it. So gossip is not intently bad, so it plays an important role in the society. So through gossiping, we can collect more information. Then gossiping isn't necessarily a bad thing. It depends on the context and how we use the information, which makes it look good or bad. Then in an ethical way of communication, we can change how we put our words so that gossiping would look more a respectful way of mannerism. So, a key is that you're sharing information in an appropriate way that's helping others, not making them look bad. So, that's all.
So next is cultural differences. So it refers to the impact of range in accepted behaviors distinguishable from one societal group to another. So cultural differences could be also among the many issues in communicating. So since people from different cultures have different mindsets and are using different languages, signs, and symbols, communication can be pretty challenging. The meaning of words, actions, and gestures vary between cultures. Prejudices is no centrism, manners, and opinions are all also products of culture. And so it's very important to consider the different ethics in communication when communicating with culturally diverse audience. It is important to ensure respect to others. Each of us have different cultural values, but basic value and respect are universal. We must be mindful in communicating with one another and should always ask ourselves and treat others the way we want to be treated. Having awareness and being open to learn and be inclusive about other culture is also a real strength since we all vary in the way we speak, our values, gestures, and traditions. So knowing these can help us convey our messages accurately, effectively, and respectfully. That's all. Thank you.
So, in conclusion, all the different issues that being mentioned must needed to be in line with the ethics of communication, which is adhering to the golden rule or the platinum rule: treat others in the same way you want to be treated, and treating others the way they wish to be treated. And two, considering the feelings of the receiver. Three, acknowledging the source of idea and information. And four, speaking the truth, for us to not get the misinformation and misunderstanding in regards to communication. So that's all for our report.